Season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Going up top. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Move.
Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Lucy. 72. Move.
On 1st down, Bortles. And the Dolphins rush, gets home, down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Let's go. Nice 39, Lucy. Hey, spread left. 11B.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Charles Harris in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Spread left. Hey, 54, Ricky. Lucy.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Dolphins have got it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw here. hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Spread right, smack. Hey, 5-0. Move.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Move.
On third down, Fournette. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And out come the Dolphins now. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a fast footwork by White. And now running right through it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Jaguars getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down.
From midfield, here's Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 17. Yard line.
Last stop.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Now a handoff looking right. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Move. Hey, follow.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
76, 76. Move. 17. Hey, hold it.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
So right. Move.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
So right. Move.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Move.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carpenter. A very solid gain of 27. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Bortles now on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Lucy. Move.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use The back end of the end zone, the sidelines is extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bortles now on third and goal. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. In for the score. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Smith catches left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Detroit!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was the free safety to Sean Gibson who was able to range over and knock it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. No, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Over the middle to Smith. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gone.
Back to throw. Boyle. He's going to loft one. And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
Yeah, I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Hey, hold it.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Bortles. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey.
Bortles now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
Lucy. Move.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Charles Harris in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Spread right, smack. 372.
Now a play fake. Bortles. Shark's got it left side. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Watch him now, Barney.
On first down, Boyle escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Watch him now, Barney.
Looking to throw on second down. Boyle, and that is incomplete here.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun. Boyle on the left side. This is Stills. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, 5-0.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8.
372. Move. Lucy. 77. 76.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Escapes the sack. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. It's a nifty return of 29 yards, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. This offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulder. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Hey, 54, Ricky. Nice 39, Lucy.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
76, 76. Move.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Move. You. Hey, hold it. 372.
From the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
And they'll go on the ground. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. To throw on second down. Boyle. And over the middle, this is Parker. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Hey, let's go. Trips left, trips left. Check 3, check 3. Move. Check 3 to check.
The pitch to Fournette, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9.
Sunday. Move. It's all right, it's all right.
Bortles. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gone! Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Barry Church, the strong safety, the one to get him down.
Watch him now, Barney.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. In for the score. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
76, 76.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars get a score closer. So now Bortles will bring the Jags up to go for 2. Now a toss going left. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.